from Group 5. Today, we'll tell an interesting story on the theme of renewable energy. Before that, let us introduce our name. My name is Alrin Sari Kasibate.
My name is Alicia Halawa.
My name is Moses Atmanwau.
My name is Crescencia Nikolai Sarumaha.
And my name is Jonathan Manae. Hopefully later the short story that we made can inspire everyone.
From the Sky Below Snow. In a small area located in the middle of a large meadow in the 1990s, in the village of Kinderdijk, there lived a small family that was very harmonious. The family was often known as Baratheon. Although the Baratheon family was financially strapped, it didn't make the small family close. The Baratheon family also had a very sweet and obedient daughter. Eleanora Baratheon was the eldest daughter of the Baratheon family. She had a beautiful face and very determined to realize her dreams. The little girl loved exploring the rivers and the meadows of her village. However, behind all her little adventures, Eleanora has a big dream of building a windmill for their village. Eleanora family were simple farmers. Her father worked in the fields while her mother took care of the household and sold vegetables at the village market. Despite the simplicity of her life, Eleanora was always happy. Every night, before going to bed, she imagined the windmills spinning, generating power that could light up their homes. One afternoon, when the wind blew gently, Eleanora saw the leaves swaying and the birds flying high. She remembered her grandfather's story about windmill that once existed in the village, used to grind grain. However, the windmill had long since collapsed and been forgotten. Eleanora was convinced that by rebuilding the windmill, the lives of everyone in the village would improve. One day, I built that windmill, Eleanora resolved as she looked up at the blue sky. Before the girl could continue her dream, she heard from the corner of the meadow the voice of a little girl with her hair in a braid running while calling Eleanora's name. Eleanora, said Alice, who was Eleanora's best friend. Eleanora, who heard her best friend's voice, looked back and smiled sweetly at Alice while waving her hand. Eleanora and Alice had been friends since they were 3 years old until now. The two girls always spent their time together, playing or doing things. "What are you doing here, Eleanora?" Alice asked her best friend, whose sitting was on the green grass. I was enjoying the cool breeze while imagining how beautiful our village would be windmills, Eleanora replied while gazing at the evening twilight. Alice, do you think we can build a windmill for our village? Eleanora continued. That might be impossible, Eleanora, considering all the limitations in our village. Alice answered honestly. Hearing that answer, Eleanora's face immediately turned glum. She really wanted to realize her dream to make life easier for the Kinderdijk villagers.
Time flies. The sky had gone from light to dark, forcing the villager of Kinderdijk to end their work outside. As the village was in darkness with only lanterns and moonlight. That night, the entire Baratheon family gathered in the tiny room eating their dinner. Eleanora looked glum as she stirred the soup in front of her. Lord Baratheon, seeing that his little girl was Seth moved his chair closer to Eleanora. Eleanora, what's wrong? Is there a problem with the soup? Dad asked. There's nothing wrong with the soup. It's a very delicious, Eleanora replied. But why do you look so sad, Eleanora? Said Dad with a puzzled look on his face. Dad, is it possible for us to build windmills as a source of energy in our village? Eleanora asked her father again. Maybe someday, Eleanora. Now you must focus on learning so that you can realize your dream. I'm very confident that my little prince can do it. Her father replied, fully supporting the little girl's noble dream. Eleanora, hearing her father's answer, smiled happily and hugged the big man in front of her tightly. You're the best. As the year passed, Eleanora grew into a passionate teenager. She continued to research wind energy and windmills. Every time she saw the wind blow, her heart fluttered with hope. Should I start trying it now? She murmured. With great determination, Eleanora started walking out of the room to the fields to meet her father who was feeding the cattle. The girl ran with a smile and confidence painting beautiful on her face. Father, I'm going to start making windmills for our village. I have been studying and finding out how to make windmills for a very long time, and now it might be time, Eleanora said, excited. Lord Baratheon, who heard this, approached and held Eleanora's hands tightly with an unpredictable look on his face. Eleanora, your dreams is very noble, chill, but the construction of the windmill will require a lot of money. I don't have that kind of money, son, her father replied. Because Eleanora's dreams was really very big, she did not give up hearing the answer from her father. The girl looked for ways to make it happen, even thought it seemed impossible. Even thought it looks impossible. I'm going to give it a try, Dad. I'll make a small windmill to start with. We can make us of the old things around us, Eleanora assured her father.
Lord Baratheon, seeing his daughter's determination, nodded in agreement. They began planning the necessary steps, drawing sketches of the small windmill and gathering the materials they needed. With passion and cooperation, they felt that it was possible to realize their dream. Finally, one Sunday afternoon, Eleanora and Lord Baratheon set about building a small windmill, a boat of wood and old planks. They worked in the fields while enjoying the breeze. Each piece of wood they put up, each piece they connect, brought in close to their long cherished dream. Tempest had been when the little windmill was finally finished. Eleanora felt a mixture of anxiety and excitement. Let's try it, she exclaimed. The windmill in a height just so that it could catch the wind well. When the wind blew, the windmill blades began to spin. They jumped for joy, saying their hard work finally paid off. The windmill might not look perfect, but it was a symbol of the dream they when breaking. However, their fatness did less long. A few days later, a book of storm hit the village. The strong winds which destroyed their little windmill. Eleonora looked very disappointed. The windmill they had tried just collapsed. Look, like we can make a windmill, Eleonora said. Her face full of disappointment. Her father toned her down. We must learn from this. Bigger windmills must be stronger. We just need to think of a bigger way. Comfort her father as a rubber to the top of his little basket. He reminded Eleonora of all the knowledge he had accumulated. This failure was not the end, but rather the beginning of their journey to learn and grow. After the storm should die, Eleonora and Lord Barajon began planning a better windmill. They read books and escaped weekend to the elders in the village. They also observed windmills in neighboring villages, learning from their little and weaknesses. This time, they are not only making windmills for themselves, but also for the village. Eleonora imagine how to windmill. Coal replace manual, bulb to grain and pump. Water for irrigation and bring electricity back to their village with renewed to go. They set about gathering project materials. The big project was undertaken with determination and courage. The father and the little girl worked overtime to complete the windmill, which was witnessed by many in the village. After several months of hard work, they managed to complete a bigger and stronger windmill. The windmill was made of more durable materials, and they made sure the structure was more stable. Bill Gates invited the villagers to witness their windmill experiment.
This is the windmill we made for the village, exclaimed Eleonora, proud of their work. When the wind blew, the windmill began to spin. The villagers cheered as they saw it working. The windmill began to generate energy, and Eleonora felt her heart filled with happiness. However, there was one thing that still bothered her. Although the windmill was working, Eleonora felt that there was something bigger they could achieve. She began to imagine a project that could provide energy for the entire village. What if we build more windmills? She asked her father. We could create a network of windmills all over the meadow. His father was fantastic by the idea. But we need more materials and labor, her replied. Eleonora realized that to make this dream a reality, they would need the support of the whole village. She began planning a presentation to show the benefit of wind energy to their life. Eleonora and Mr. Barreton invited the villagers and attended the presentation at the village hall. Eleonora explained about the potential of wind energy and how windmills could change their way of life. She showed them the drawings and diagrams they had met and explained how the windmill they had built worked. With windmills, we can grain grass without having to rely on manual labor. We can also pump water for irrigation and even get electricity for lighting. Eleonora says, passionality. Villagers began to discuss. Some were skeptical, but many were intrigued. They saw the passion and determination of Eleonora and Lord Baratheon. In her heart, Eleonora hoped the court gained to support they need. After some debate, the villagers finally agreed to help. They agreed to raise funds and material to build more windmills. Eleonora felt grateful and excited, knowing that their dream was getting closer to being realized. With the support of the community, they began building new windmills. Everyone in the village contribute its share of labor or material donation. Eleonora and Lord Baratheon became project leaders, organizing the work and making sure everything ran smoothly. The project was long, tiring, but all the villagers of Kinnerdick worked on it with enthusiasm and joy.
As the windmill began to spin, cheers occurred. The windmill began to generate power, and Eleanor felt a deep sense of pride. She knew that their hard work had paid off. We've done it. This is just the beginning of what we can achieve. Eleanor acclaimed, followed by applause from everyone. However, this happiness did not last long. As the popularity of the windmill grew, some people from outside the village began to show an unkind interest. They planned to buy the windmill project and use it for personal gain. Eleanor and her father felt that this was a trick. They knew that the windmill they were building for the village, not for the benefit of you. They decided to face this situation with courage. Eleanor organized a meeting with the villagers to discuss the situation. We must protect this windmill, she insisted. It is the result of our collective hard work and we cannot let it go. The villagers agreed and began planning a strategy to keep the windmill in their hands. They worked together to educate the community about the importance of renewable energy and rejected outside offers. With a strong sense of togetherness, the villagers managed to reject offers from outsiders. They understood that the windmill was not just a tool, but also a symbol of their unity and hard work. Eleanor felt proud to see the villagers of Kinderjig united. She realized that this dream was not just hers, but belongs to everyone. The windmill became part of the village identity. After successfully maintaining the windmill, Eleanor continued working to expand their renewable energy project. They built more windmill and taught surrounding village about this technology. They became pioneers
in the use of wind energy in the region. Eleanor was happy to see the progress. She knew that her childhood dream was now a reality. Windmills not only provide energy, but also hope for many people. The story of Eleanor and her windmill began to spread to other villages. Many young people come to learn from them. Arif and his friend become speakers in seminars and training on renewable energy. The windmill in their village is now widely recognized not only as a source of energy, but also as a symbol of courage and innovation. Eleanor feels proud knowing that what started as a small dream has now changed many lives. Over the years, Eleanor has become a leader in the renewable energy movement. She teaches village children about the importance of protecting the environment and utilizing natural resources wisely. Wind energy is part of our future. Eleanor tells the young generation, we must continue to innovate and protect that we have built. Eleanor is now an adult. The windmill she built with her father and the villager has become an integral part of village life. The children who once admired Eleanor are now the successors to her spirit. They are all committed to maintaining and preserving what has been achieved. Eleanor gazed the windmills spinning in the midnight, feeling the breeze on her face. She recalled all the journeys she had taken from her small dreams to achieving great success. The windmill in the middle kept spinning, signifying the hopes and dreams will never be extinguished. Eleanor knows that what they have achieved is the result of hard work, friendship, and a spirit that never fades. She believes that every skill in the village can also achieve their dreams, as long as they are willing to fight and work together. Behind every turn on the windmill is a story of courage, love for nature, and hope for a brighter future. Eleanor pledges to continue fighting for new dreams, inspiring future generations, and preserving the power of the wind that has changed their life forever.